Okay, so this is actually my second time doing this. The first time was wild. We're definitely gonna clear that energy, but I'll be here probably until the sun starts to go down, and we'll see what all comes out. See what all comes out. Anything else? And excuse, there's chalk on the table. I'm at the park, so it's not gonna be perfect, not gonna be whatever, but we're gonna try again on this collective financial read. I do believe it's 1000% true. I don't think I'm gonna post the last one though, but if you saw my TikTok, then you know what the gist of it was about, and I'll give you guys a quick synopsis. There were other things in the reading before I got interrupted, but long story short, be careful. Watch your alcohol intake, please. I don't know if there's something dangerous around it. I don't know if the collective is, drowning their sorrows in a way. I don't know if we're all, bonding over, the times that, we're in with alcohol or promoting it or whatever the case is. But if it's starting to really become an issue in your life, acknowledge it. It is your responsibility to acknowledge and take care of yourself, for yourself, and those that love you the most. So I just want to throw that out there. I want to tap into this energy one more time. There's a resistance, and I don't know if it's from me or spirit.
Mommy?
Yeah, baby.
Can I get some water?
Yeah. Get some Florida water, clear this energy a little bit. Ooh, okay. I need to cleanse some energy. I'm gonna call. Okay. That feels so much better. I think I just had to clear some energetic channels here. All right, so what does Spirit want us to know about our... Wow, those are the same cards. The same deck. Okay, well, we'll go then. We'll go with this. We'll go with the same stuff. All right. I'm sorry, my daughter's supposed to be coming this way, and I'm trying to figure out, like, girl, what you doing? It's taking you a long, long time. I don't want to start with that one. I'll start with this one. We're not going to do it the exact same way, because that reading was heavy. You hear me? But on a positive note, what it was saying was that some of you have gifts that you're sitting on, things that you make, handmade things. I heard handmade goods, jewelry, plates, meaning like you cook for people. I also heard inventions, things that make certain things easier for you and your family, and you think that just because you invented it, it's basic. No, there's other people who will probably like what it is that you have to offer and the things that you've created as well. So maybe just put out some feelers, say some things, check out maybe the neighbors or your friends, like, hey, have you ever heard of something like this? Or how would you feel if somebody created blah 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 to help you out with blah blah blah? Do figure that out and see exactly what you can do with that information, because I'm seeing that though a lot of people are having issues financially, or I'm not going to say a lot of people are having issues financially. It's quite the opposite. A lot of you guys are like, look, my financial situation is what it is, and I'm not going to allow it to stop me from living. That's a lot of what I got. Some of it was alcohol induced, but I'm with the vibes. No, I know how to get it when I'm ready. Thank you. My child. What was I talking about? So plane going around anyway. What else? Anyway, yes, y'all get the gist. Handmade goods, inventions, things that you've done to make it easier for you. I'm seeing a person build something in their garage that might have made like storage better for yourself. Maybe take a picture of it and post it online and let other people know that this is something that you can do. And advertise your services. I'm also hearing, make sure you got some type of, I'm not going to say credentials, but if you did a DIY that has something to do with the foundations of somebody's house, if you do not have the credentials, or at least the lifetime experience of seeing the results of your work on a consistent basis, this is me. I'm going to say, be careful with offering services of, tearing off stairs and all sorts of kind of stuff. Be careful. You might have the know-how, but, just make sure whatever it is you do is up to code. Whatever you offer is, up to code, so you're not putting anybody in danger. But I am seeing, carpenters, people who are making tables, people who are making, useful storage and things like that to, take the lead. Here's leadership right here. Take the lead in your finances and see where it goes. Because if you look, this polar bear, like, he's walking, but he's also, being vigilant. It doesn't necessarily, it looks like more like a meandering situation. But in leadership, it's not about gun-ho. It's not about moving very fast. It's about being focused yet vigilant. It's being careful with your steps, because there are people that are going to be coming behind you in one way, form, or another. It's like it's you standing up and being the face and having accountability for whatever it is that you end up, whatever it is that you choose to do. So don't be shy, because there's definitely an opportunity to truly display your strength, your strength, your love for whatever it is you do. And with the polar bear there, if I'm not mistaken, polar bears are almost extinct. So it's giving me the energy of rarity. What it is that you have to offer, if it ends up being something that you're like, well, I feel like everybody can do da 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 da. Well, nobody can do it like you. Okay, know that. So Nobody can do what you do the way that you do it. Nobody can make them laugh like you while you do it. Sometimes there's a million teachers out there. But when kids grow up, and even when you grew up, it was that one teacher that really believed in me. It was that one teacher that made things fun for me. It was that one teacher that saw who I was and saw how I struggled doing X, Y, and Z, and gave me the time gave me that extra time to finish my work. That X, Y, and Z. Yes. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay. Security. What that tells me is, number one, there's a lot of security when you choose to go down this path. And again, not everybody is an entrepreneur, man. I'm not saying like everybody has to start a business. But what I am saying is, if you are good at something, maybe you should apply for that job that you've been afraid to apply for. Maybe you should align yourself with the things that you need to do. One second. Oof. My face is itchy. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. There's bugs here on Instagram. Okay, boom. Boom. Okay. There is security in you moving in that direction, but most importantly, you need to have security in one's self. There is a light in the darkness. You're going to have to fuel that flame to ensure that whatever it is that you choose to do will get you up off the ground. And again, it seems like there's this push for entrepreneurship or just having the ability to make your own money. If you have the idea to set up a bartering system for your community, I don't know why that's coming up, but some people feel like they don't necessarily have a talent, but you have the ability to organize is a talent. Okay. Don't feel like just because you're not a singer or not, just because you are not a this or a that you are unimportant. Hey, Pookie Poo. I'm doing a financial read right now, and a whole lot better than the last one. My goodness. But definitely talking about inspiration and using your gifts, your know-how, and the things that your God-given abilities to create something different for yourself. This and yeah, talking about security. The security, like I said, is security in and within one's self. Healing chaos. There's a possibility that whatever it is you're thinking, whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, stirs up some insecurity, stirs up some fear, stirs up some very uncomfortable feelings, emotions, and memories for you. And Spirit is calling you to heal that. These are the things that's going to keep you from these are the things that are going to keep you from moving forward. However, this card right here, this stand still card, is more representative of the be still and know that I am God kind of card. It's if you are in a space where you feel like it's super chaotic, it is okay to stop, take a break, regather yourself so that you're not putting yourself in a space of overworking, having anxiety, doing too much. Because sometimes we have a lot of irons in the fire. Sometimes it's almost like you're scraping to, put something together. Sometimes the most prosperous and beneficial way forward is you figuring out one thing that you want to do and getting that to work first. Finding that one thing that you want to do and go in that direction and giving that direction everything you got. Now, if you feel like that's not where you're supposed to go, maybe do 2 directions. But definitely, whatever method you use to validate your decisions, whether it's to flip a coin, whether it's to pray, meditate, do your own divinations and things like that. I would say allow yourself that time, or find ways to calm your nervous system. That has been coming out a whole lot, calming your nervous system. And then I've got wisdom right here. And what this tells me, that there's a lot of you guys that already know exactly what I'm talking about. There's that inner wisdom. There's that your intuition has been telling you exactly what it is that where you want to go. And maybe you haven't been listening to it. Maybe it makes you nervous. Maybe you feel unqualified, underqualified, whatever the case is. But Spirit is saying, go for it. Go for it and give it everything you got. With the wisdom card, it's a mermaid underwater. And what this kind of gives me is like, the mermaid almost looks like a figment of your imagination. Allow yourself the opportunity and the freedom to dream again. Like, do you feel like what it is that you guys are going through, or your dreams are now pipe dreams? You feel like because of the way the world is going, that your dreams are no longer accessible, or the things that you desire to do, or the places that you desire to go are no longer accessible? Well, this card right here, I'm definitely telling you, is that your emotions can be fleeting, absolutely. But when you hone into your instinct, your intuition, and your discernment, that is what is going to guide you where you need to go. Hence, once again, this wisdom card. And also diving deep within oneself. So when you do feel good about something, exploring why it is that you feel good. I feel good about doing these readings for you guys because I get a sense of purpose. I get a sense of wellness. I love helping people. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what I am learning and developing and cultivating to be able to give back to the community. So I was getting ready to go off on a tangent. Anyway, but as an example, do that for yourself and what it is that you would like to do, because you always have the focus has to be your why. Why is it that you want to do what it is that you want to do? I want to be the lunch lady at the goddamn school. Well, why do you want to do that? Because I enjoy feeding these kids something that's a little bit more nutritious. I would love to make a change and, change what these folks are feeding our youth, feeding our future. You feel me? So just connect to that, because even though it's emotional, it's not always, people are like, your emotions are, but passion, follow your passion and see where it takes you. Okay. All right. So I got another 3 cards. I guess we skipped the center card. Spirit is going to do something special with this, the center card. So I wish y'all could kind of see. It goes from super dark at the top. Then there's 2 cards dealing with water. And then at the very bottom, it's like bright cards. So focus, simplicity, and thriving. So what I'm giving for this is, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it, because whatever is on your mind as I give this reading is what it is that you're supposed to be doing. It's you'll be amazed. Okay, you'll be amazed. So there's a way, and I'm gonna give this idea out because my homegirl act like she don't want to do it. So I have this one friend, and she is just so tired of the fathers of her children. And they are the types, or they can be the types that just start things with her for no reason. They just pick at things, and when I say things, I mean like legal things, like, oh, well, if you well, if you act like you can't do X, Y, and Z, then I'm gonna take the kids. Or if you act like you can't, whatever, then this is what I'm going to do. So she's had to do a whole lot of research on things like custody and what they can do, can't do, child support paperwork, and how to find it. So she's like a library. If there's anything that I need to know, hey, can such and such do this? Is this a legal thing? According to da 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 da. And granted, you know, there's Google, but just like it comes to, say, filing an LLC, there's people that go and take the time to do it themselves and get all the paperwork and do it and whatnot. No. And then there's people who literally have got the process so far down that they have all the paperwork and everything for you. All you got to do is pay them and they'll take care of all of it. Or you pay them and they give you all the information, kind of like not the tax folks, the credit repair people. You know what I mean? It's like you got two options. I can give you all the paperwork it is that you need to write up and send on your own to ensure that, you know, you get your stuff corrected, or you can pay me a little bit more and I'll do it for you. So that's a free idea. So sometimes the things that you're passionate about, or the things that get on your goddamn nerves, is actually your blessing in disguise. Does that make sense? So yes, you got the chefs, you got the repairmen, the people who can do cars. All those things are really going to be important down the line. I don't know why I felt the need to get that out, but being able to do things with your hands, building houses, like everybody wants to sit in this nice cush office job, but you better hope some of that stuff is available still. Anyway, yeah, long story short, there's certain things and some things that people can't do like you. And with focusing on one thing, simplicity, focusing on one thing at a time, that is going to be what allows you to thrive. And at the bottom of the deck, I have flow right here. Definitely taking considerations the ebbs and flow of life. Don't stress yourself out. I'm not going to say don't stress yourself out. There's two different types of stress. There's healthy stress, and there's stress that can cause you to get sick in ways that you know, that trying to find the words, because again, I don't know when these apps are doing what they're doing, but just know that there's good healthy stress, and then there's bad stress for you. Constant worry, fear, pain, that's stressful. But also, you know, childbirth is stressful, but you know, a beautiful outcome. So don't be afraid to go through the stress of setting up a business, because it's going to be a beautiful outcome. You're going to get a not reciprocity, but yeah, you're going to get something out of that. You're going to get something in return. So that is what I got for that. I'm seeing just those. Spirit, is there anything else that the collective needs to know? And this deck is the Sacred Destiny deck. That I used, and this one is the Intuitive Kev Kipperish deck. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that needs to unfold. I got the transition card right here. This might be something that causes you to step out of your comfort zone, transform you and your lifestyle forever. I am not getting you know, the actual RIP. I am getting, you know, the death of the old you type. Something about this is going to give you confidence. Something about this is going to give you confidence, passion, fire, because again, it's about your why. And I think I'm probably gonna go, I don't know, the sun is doing some things, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna be out here much longer. There might be somebody that comes along to actually help you with your business. Like there's going to be somebody that comes along and confirms what I am saying to you, or maybe brings up the ideas, the same things that I'm bringing to you. Like, girl, you really need to sell this food. It's so good. Or, you know, wow, I've never seen anybody make that. Have you ever thought about selling it? It's somebody that's going to come around. So again, keep in mind, I think some of this deck was made for, like love readings and stuff like that. So it looks like, third party for somebody cheating and this, that, and the third. But third party can also mean, somebody on the outside of what it is that you're doing. But it says surprise and hello. So definitely it could be somebody that you do not know yet. They come out and surprise, and and they introduce themselves to you, and it's not something that you were looking for or anticipating. What else do they need to know about this spirit? My guides, guardians, and ancestors. Oh, snap. Yes. Okay. Whatever this job is that is on your mind right now is truly going to cause you to have an awakening. And what it tells me is more like it's going to, you're going to have to become a completely different person in order to do this thing. So your habits are going to change. Where you spend your time, where you spend your money, where you spend your energy, and all those things are actually going to change. And it could also mean that your friends will change as well. For some of you, if you're in relationships, it could be friendships or whatever. Your friends may not agree with what it is that you're getting ready to do, but your friends, families, lovers, they may not believe in you. And I hate to say that. And maybe that's where the drinking was coming from as well. Like maybe y'all already knew a little bit of this, but, and I don't know if they're coming to self-sabotage or what, but there's going to be, people that little things flying around, maybe talking rumors and stuff like that. But it's this endeavor is going to bring you unexpected money. Like, whatever this is that's on your mind right now is actually going to be way more fruitful than you think. And like I said, there's going to be somebody that comes around and confirms this for you. Somebody that you get introduced to, or somebody that you didn't know did something that you already did. Like maybe it's a friend of a friend, and then maybe I'll have a conversation one day and you're like, yeah, I was looking into X, Y, and Z. And they're like, oh my gosh, I actually work at X, Y, and Z company. I could probably link you with X, that type of deal. That's the type of connection that I'm feeling at this moment. There are concerns. Let's see. What is this concerns coming from, Spirit? Oh. And I think the concerns is that you whatever it is that you choose to do, you want to make sure that you do it right. You want to make sure that you do it with integrity. There's a sweetheart card here that kind of lets me know, like, there's something about you. And the sweetheart card can be, male or female. There is a male version in here as well. But I'm sorry, this card just... I'm seeing, so it's got love spell here along with sweetheart. What is this? Whose energy is this, Spirit? Whose energy is that? Is that a new person? Is it? Okay, so we've got the concern, sweetheart, and then we've got the love spell. And I'm like, okay, well, what is this? But what I'm getting is, I don't know, Nubiana. This might have got real personal for you, because these last I hate that it did this, but it could be the collective as well. But I think because your energy is in here, concern, sweetheart, love spell, ice king, actual money, divine feminine. The person that comes in and surprises you might be an air sign, a masculine energy air sign that comes in and helps you and maybe even invests in this. And I think that might be what that surprise is, because the unexpected money card did come out along with these three. And I'm going to pick these up. I don't think I showed y'all, but it came out with the Ice King, which is the King of Swords, actual money, and divine feminine. So that kind of tells me that there's a third party that's going to come in and, you know, donate to the cause, or add to whatever it is that you have going on and already have set up. It does say love spell here, but I'm not necessarily understanding this energy to be romantic. It's more like I'm seeing what it is that you got going on, and I really wanna participate. I really wanna invest. Okay, well, I lied. It's definitely a partner that could be coming in for you. Somebody that might have been heartbroken in the past, but is now enamored about you, or maybe you were the one that was heartbroken in the past, because again, people aren't. Maybe you. Oh gosh, were you guys trying to build your business, your entrepreneurship, and all that type of stuff, and then, you know, the people around you like really made you feel bad about doing what it is that you were trying to do, and you know, now you guys are at odds? Because I'm wondering if this emotional pain is you guys experiencing the pain from not being supported, maybe trying something and it didn't work out the first time, or, you know, something that really broke your heart surrounding this situation. And which is why Spirit is also talking about, you know, being patient and being still, and knowing that it's going to work, you know, stopping and listening to what's going on. And hold on, I gotta see my kids. Bryson and Paisley? Okay. I had to make sure I saw him. It's getting too deep. But yeah, there's going to be somebody that comes along to help you to, I don't know if I showed y'all the cards, but it's going to be somebody that comes along to help you build your business and get your business off the ground the way that you want to. And again, it could be a romantic partner, maybe it's not, but the more cards I pull, the more it's starting to feel romantic. But it could also just be a knight in shining armor, somebody who is able to come through and coddle you and take care of you and make you feel better about the situation that you're in. So now they came back and they rejuvenated you so that you're able to do the things that are necessary and have the energy to do the things that are necessary in order for you to take this next step in life. And again, I'm not going to say, you know, build the business or X, Y, and Z. It could just be a matter of, like I said, maybe you actually want to be a lunch lady, and, you know, because you enjoy seeing the bright, shiny faces of the kids and ensuring that they're getting, you know, that our future is getting nice, healthy meals. So, no judgment. Yes, see? Oh, okay. See, yeah. There's you got some haters in your circle, and it's going to suck for them, because here you are ascending, growing, embracing, and in bliss, and then there's somebody out here who has some type of animosity towards whatever it is you're trying to do. But this masculine energy, or this energy, like I said, that's bringing money, is or this third party is going to come through and heal all that stuff. And whoever's in this middle mad with this animosity is not happy, is not having it. I'm going to keep going because Spirit told me to keep going just a little bit, but it's starting to get dark out here, y'all. Yes. There you go. Rich girl. He's going to come through, heal all that pain, all that stuff that you, all those, all that low vibrational energy that you had around you, all those people speaking negative about you, saying that you can't do it, or you got too many other things on your plate. How are you going to try to start a business, X, Y, and Z? Like, I don't know why people think that when people like you're too much in this situation to not build and expand. Isn't that the whole reason for building and expanding? Like, I'm like, oh, you're too broke to start a business. Isn't that the reason we want to start a business? Because we broke? Like, that don't make sense. Like, that really, like, that's the energy of what's going on. Like, there's some negative Nancy sitting around like, oh, you over here trying to get this business off the ground. Meanwhile, your kid got a hole in their shirt. First of all, kids gonna have a hole in their shirt regardless. And if I want to get my baby a shirt, I can get them one from $1 in Walmart. Everything don't have to be name brand. You know what I mean? Like, it's like people try to guilt trip you or make things bigger than what they really are. And that was just an example. I don't know if anybody's going through that, but it's really giving a situation of like, right, this person is so imprisoned in their own mind, they can't think outside of the box, and it bothers them that you're able to see better and find ways to do better for themselves, and that's the issue. And then now we've got mature man and divine masculine. So what this tells me right here is that this individual, because we've got a lot of masculine energy out here. We've got the Ice King, which is the King of Swords. We've got the mature man here, which is representative of the Emperor, and we have the divine masculine. That's gonna be my sign. That right there is my sign to go ahead and GTFO. Okay. But long story short, I honestly believe that this might all be the same energy, like divine masculine. Come on, with the Emperor card, that's just double confirmation that somebody is really coming in to sweep you off your feet, get you to where it is that you need to be. So if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling discouraged, and in despair about, you know, the things that you're trying to do and how to get it off the ground and all the other type of stuff, there's going to be somebody that comes in with the proper knowledge that you need and the proper the give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, there's people that have nothing but negativity to say, but there's people that come along and just at a bare minimum, they give a fuck enough about you to desire to put you in a completely different mindset. It broadens your access to abundance, if that makes sense. Because sometimes you don't know that you can do a thing until somebody really comes along that has already done something like what you have done and make you feel like you are closer to that goal. Because sometimes when you're the first person in your friends group, you're the first person in your family, you're the first person in whatever it is in your community that's trying to do something different, they think you a lame. You know what I'm saying? And then with you not having all of the information or not all of the access to the rooms maybe that you desire to do this in, you start to feel like you're not enough, or maybe you are crazy for trying to have this dream. You know what it? How dare I? See, because they jealous of you. That's crazy. I knew it. I knew I needed to finish this reading. It was just, yes. Anyway, they knew. Thank you, Spirit. Anyway, yeah, you guys really needed a little pick me up behind that. But there is somebody that's going to come along and really truly help you expand your knowledge, expand your wisdom, and expand your reach in the areas. King said you're pretty. Thank you, baby. How you doing? I haven't seen him in forever, man. Hi, Hi, baby. Yeah, but there's going to be somebody that comes along and truly reaffirms you in all the areas that you need to be affirmed. And it could be, and it's showing up as, masculine and feminine in this way, but, don't forget to switch the roles if need be, because sometimes, men have big dreams too, and, we're in a time now where women are, very clear about not quote unquote building men, but you meet somebody and comes along a woman that's like, you know what, that's actually not too far-fetched, because the world actually needs something like that. Well, what do you need that could really help to get that going? I know a couple friends that might be able to da. What does your plan look like? You know what I mean? So don't think that, and just switch the roles. I say all that to say, just switch the roles. Okay. But we're gonna see if Spirit has absolutely anything else to say about this. Give me 3 cards, Spirit. Anything else they need to know about this situation? Exactly 3 cards. Watch this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I love it when that happens. Heat wave, oppression, exhaustion. So yes, watch them haters in your circle for real. Because when it comes to exhaustion, if you think about, so it says heat wave. And then you think about heat wave, and when you think about exhaustion, it's about the energy around you being suffocating. It's about the energy around you tiring you out. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not you. It's the sun, the energy around you, the oppression. Be careful of them haters in your circle. Stop listening to them people who have absolutely nothing, going on for themselves and don't want to have anything going on for themselves. You know what I mean? That don't have the mind or the capacity or the energy to even think out of the box for themselves. Don't mind them. Good-hearted woman. See, remember when I told you that third party or that masculine energy that we were talking about, like, it switched the roles. Good-hearted woman. Somebody who's willing to, it says respected, understanding, easygoing, and stable. Somebody is going to come along, and even when in the space of the masculine, it's going to be a man with emotional maturity, a man with the know-how, a man with wit. And then in this, a man who is respected. But the same thing with the woman. Is going to be a woman who has her stuff together. She's stable, she's respectable, she's understanding, she's easygoing, and she's able to communicate, what it is that she's able to communicate herself and communicate to you the things that you need in order to build your business. But what you need to do is to prepare yourself. This is a set of boots right here, and it says prepared and accomplished. Excuse me. This is a 2-part meeting right here. So it means that if you have not met this person in your life yet, you need to prepare for them to come in. So you need to have all your stuff together. So what is it that you see that you want to do for your brand? What is it that, do you at least have your why down? I want to do this because, you know what I'm saying? And if you have that, I'm pretty sure whoever it is that you're dealing with can work other things out for you and with you. But yes, it says you're prepared and accomplished. So what that tells me is you in and of yourself, and I feel like I've said this before, you in and of yourself have done everything you need to do in order to be that guy or that girl to make a difference in a way that you desire to. Who you are as a person is. However, you need to be very clear on what it is that you want to do, possibly have a plan, because there's somebody that's going to come in and help you implement that plan, okay? So that is the reading for the collective. Nubiana, did you want me to do you a quick money read? It's for freeze. Look at my bump. I'm so fidgety, y'all, and I do my best not to have bumps and stuff like that. But see, okay. instantly I got pulled to these two. For you. Go ahead and put this. I don't know. Might leave this out. Leave that one out too. All right. Thank you for coming and participating. I am like, I'm so excited. I don't know. Like, Spirit really wanted me to do this today, and I didn't know why. And I'm glad that I have somebody here to share this moment with, because baby, when I tell you I gotta go home and do homework, I'm cleansing the collective energy out real quick. Okay. Isn't that a TikTok dance? You shared me, Pookie. I'm glad, because I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is a new park for me. Like, I don't usually come to this park, and it's a whole lot of people out here. And if I'm being honest, it is slightly uncomfortable to be doing like readings out here, because it's like a million parents and all this other kind of stuff. But I think a lot of that too is you already know my journey, but Spirit has always been like, hey, it's time to expand. You can't be scared, to see people look at you. And if I'm not scared to see people look at me in public, I can't be scared for people to look at me on social media either. You fur me. So definitely, anybody who watches this afterwards, please share the lives with your friends or family if you feel as though I've said anything that is worthwhile, or if you want to support me. Also, tips are appreciated. My Cash App is TT Empress. If you would like to send $1 to, as Q Reeves would say, $1 holla, you feel me? My kids over here playing soccer. They're enjoying themselves, because the other park that I go to, when I tell you it's empty, but it makes me feel safe. Come on, expansion. Yes. But they have a lot of kids here, and a lot of them are feeling, really good. And it's starting to get dark, so I'm going to go ahead and connect. We'll get rid of all the rest of these energies. Divine Spirit first of all, that is. What is the message that Nettie needs to know? Nubiana needs to know about her finances and her own expansion. What is the energy of money and expansion around Nubiana at this time? Last shuffle. What is the energy of money and expansion around Nubiana at this time? That felt powerful. That felt really powerful. Ooh, change your tune. So I got change your tune. Usually that means two things. Either I need to change the way I'm thinking about something, or maybe change the way I just asked that question. So Spirit, how do you want to word this? What is the energy of money around Nubiana at this time? What does she need to know about her finances? What does she need to know about her finances? Okay. Go for it. Whatever is on your mind right now, go for it. There's two ships on this card. It says reach for the moon, which is also reach for the sky. I don't know if you've ever heard that saying, reach for the stars, so if you fall you land on a cloud. That's what it's going for. Oh my goodness, pretty. So okay, so now these cards have a little bit more perspective, and I'm glad I did this. So it says change your tune, go for it, and love. So is it possible that the way you have been speaking to yourself about money and finances hasn't been the absolute best? Like, have you been feeling like you've had too much on your table. It's almost giving like, and maybe this is future energy. I think this is future energy, because what I'm getting is that with this Go For It card, these two boats right here, you know, when we talk about the Three of Wands, it's talking about your ships coming in, but it also gives me like the thought of having to make a decision, or the thought of having to make a decision, or eventually you getting to a point to where, I think something happened with her internet, but you're getting to a point to where you're going to be like, that is not my child. I was like, where's your jacket? Let's see. There she goes. Okay. It looks like eventually you're going to get to a point to where you're like, don't complain about your plate being full when you ask to eat. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this card, from these cards right here. Like, prepare PTO, prepare the others, because you getting ready to be out this bish. Like, whatever it is that's on your heart to do with love, passion. This is giving me the energy of the sun card right here. Even though it's the moon, it's a moon on here. It's giving me the energy of the sun card. Love, passion, rejuvenation, something that lightens your spirit, something that helps you to expand. Oh, and I'm just going to throw this out here because you already know the conversation we left off at. So this gives me a whole different thought process. Change your tune about some of the losses that you have to cut, because it's going to be for your highest good. The amount of stress that it's going to take for you to hold on to the things that no longer serve you, cleansing. And I'm not going to say no longer serve you, but like, see, you're going to be holding on to it to your detriment, because it says moon in detriment. I'm hearing waste of time. Like, I don't know what this person has going on, and you know what I'm talking about when I say this, but I think it's going to be a matter of you spinning your wheels trying to deal with that individual, trying to do what you need to do. And as confirmation, it does say cut your losses. Now, Spirit, let's focus back on this moolah. Thank you for the confirmation. But let's focus back on this moolah. Now, we're talking about your ships coming in and you having a lot. And I think that they want you to clear your plate because you're going to have more coming in. Look. There you go. They want you to clear your plate because you're going to have more coming in. Once you get solidified in whatever it is that you're doing, wherever it is that you're trying to go, and you're doing it with love, and something is going to come. Something is going to come that's going to open up your eyes like never before, because you've already been on your journey, and you already know the multitude and the massive things that you can do and what you're capable of. You are multifaceted in that way. You have a lot of stinking you're a jack of all trades. So this card, the releasing card, came out upside down in resistance to love. I'm just going to say, because of course all of these cards right here in releasing. So the way it comes out is like there is this dog on a leash? 1 second. Okay, yeah, it's on a leash. I had to make sure. I was about to get my pepper spray out, y'all. I don't play. Oh, or maybe my cards were upside down. My cards might have been upside down, so I'm gonna put it back right side up. Thanks, Spirit. There is something that's gonna come to your awareness. Something that's going to come to your I'm hearing all encompassing. Like there is something that is going to your coven. There, it kept trying to come. I was like, it's something that's going to be all encompassing of something that you want to do. Something that's going to put everything that you have been doing, everything that you've been working towards, everything that you've been working to learn and do into perspective all at once. And you get to use all your gifts, and it allows for you to express yourself in a lot of different ways, because it's giving the energy of, if I get bored with this, then I can do this, but it's still all under the same umbrella of this. Like it's going to give you an opportunity to expand while also having fun. So that is what's coming up for you. So that may require you to release some of your old plans, some of the things that you had came up with in the before. Sorry, just making sure I have my eyes on my kids. It may cause you to have to release some of your old plans, because sometimes it's really hard when you've come to a whole plan and you've taken a lot of time and you did all these things, and for you to come to a crossroads, making a choice, you to come to a crossroads, or am I going to keep this, or am I going to throw it all away, or am I going to scratch all my hard work that I did this just so that I can pursue something else? And Spirit is saying absolutely, because what this something else is literally the all-encompassing. It's going to be everything that you want to do in one, and it's also going to give you the freedom to do that. Now I see ring around the room, which is protection. To me, what that is protecting of your heart. That pink is a color of transmutation, and then you have that yellowish orange energy right there. So it's kind of giving me like, balancing out your bottom chakras here, protecting your energy, protecting your creativity, protecting your mind, and definitely protecting your heart, because the biggest color up there is green and the biggest color at the bottom is pink. So continue the transmutation, the energies in your heart. So we've got synchronicity here, and we've got the past, and I think this is where we're going to stop. So we've got there might be some things that you need to heal in your past, to kind of help unlock this. And it also coincides with the, look at how all these cards coincide. It also coincides with the releasing card here. Okay. So, yeah, all that did was just confirm the fact that whatever you were doing in the past, you may really just have to release it all. That's what that's telling me. Releasing the things of the past. And like I said, it might not be, it's definitely going to be around some healing that you have to do, but it's not giving that. Since we're talking about your money and your finances, it's going to be some things that you might have already put that effort and that work in that you may have to release so that you can expand your mind. You have to release and dump all that stuff out of your mind so more creative energy can flow. Hence the green, pink, and solar plexus energies in here. Do something totally different than I planned. Yes. And it's time. Whatever it is that you decide to choose, because again, making a choice. 2, you've got one clock, but you have 2 different realities in your timeline right here. Does that make sense? Crazy. I'm going to pull a tarot now. I don't know. I'm ready to pull a tarot. All right. Spirits. Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, source of all that is. I'm sorry. I'm so unserious. They love me, though. They know I'm a clown. Alright, divine guides, guardians, and ancestors wish to see Nubiana walk the highest path of her greatest good. Give me more clarity. This makes so much sense. Yeah. I love you, Pookie Poo. I do. I love you so much. Makes so much sense. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Let's give up the goods. Let's let her know what it is. My goofy. What else does she need to know? I got the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is a bird holding sticks. Okay, let me calm down. Spirit says you want cards. I got cards. You calm down. So I've got the Ten of Wands here, and it shows this bird trying to fly through a storm. And what that represents to me is like you trying to navigate those things, like you trying to navigate your storm while holding on to the past, holding on to the things that you feel as though that you needed to keep. But it's like, look, you getting ready to make all this stuff worse for you because you holding on to this. Like, who told you needed that? You don't think you can find more sticks where you going? That's what that tells me. And then it's the Oracle of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. So that tells me is just have confidence. Just have confidence and believe that you're going to get exactly, you're going to have exactly what it is that you need to have when you need to have it. Okay. And it's more so about a mindset. It's about the energy that you exude off of yourself, because it's not necessarily the things that you have. It's your attraction. Because being sexy, being alluring, being attractive has nothing to do with the amount of money that you have in your pocket right now. That alluring, that attractive energy is what brings the money in. So let go and trust that your energy, your attitude, your whoop-de-whoops, okay, you have everything to re-attract and regain anything it is that you desire. And not only is it going to be, it's going to be new. It's going to be new. Because, okay, and you're moving into a new timeline, and everything in that old timeline is connected to old energy. When I say old energy, I heard lack. I don't know what that is, what that lack could be, or maybe you holding on to it is a representation of lack. Like, is there a part of you that feels like whatever it is that you have to let go, you're not going to be able to get back? But what it is saying, or what Spirit is saying, is that you trying to hold on or reach to the past to get the things that you feel as though you lost is going to cause you more hurt than help. It's going to cause more harm than helping. I got the Strength card right here, which is pretty much self-explanatory. You feel me? Like, trust, believe. And sometimes strength is not just, being strong. It's also a level of vulnerability. Sometimes it takes strength to truly trust God and trust the universe to give you the things to give you the things that you've lost tenfold. You know what I mean? Like, when you've experienced so much loss, or you've experienced, things in the physical that contradict the promises of God, or the promises of the universe, it makes it very difficult to believe, that these things. But I've had this conversation with you multiple times. Like, your ability to start over is like immaculate. If you, and okay, this is where they're going with that. Trust your ability to start over. I know you get sick and tired of having to start over sometimes, but if you already know what you're capable of on the low end, let's figure out what you're capable of on the high end. I'm hearing this is the last time. This is the last time you're going to have to start over, but you're going to have to leave all that lack. I heard it. This is the last time. This is the last time you're going to have to start over. This is the last time. I got the Four of Cups here. So again, representation. It's what I like about this is it's a mirror image. Once again, representative of that the two timelines, you feel me? But also representative of things being seen, things not being seen. Just like the OG Four of Cups card. And then I've got the Champion of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. And then I've got the Temperance card. So peace, healing, balance. And then having the let me see, because when I got that Knight of Swords card, I heard recklessness, and I'm like, but she's not a reckless person, so what are we talking about? Okay, so once again, they're talking about, hi, Miss Brittany, how you doing? What's going on with you? I'm in the middle of doing Nubiana's money reading right now, but if you would like a free reading, a free money reading, you can definitely have one right after that, sweet pea. But with this Champions of Swords card, I heard reckless, and then it was clarified by the Three of Wands. And what that's kind of telling me is that you still have to choose what it is that you want to do. So wherever you put your energy, it may not necessarily be reckless, but wherever you put your energy is where it's going to flow. Those are the ships that are going to come in for you. Those are the plans that are being, those are going to be what you receive, if that makes sense. So those are going to be the seeds that you sow, or the you know what I'm talking about, reaping what you sow. That is what you're going to reap, whatever timeline it is that you choose. But Spirit is here right now saying, baby, let that old timeline go. Yes, you did a lot. You put a whole lot of energy into that, but you're on a new timeline now. You're on a new timeline now. You did what you had to do back then to do what it is that you needed to do, and now you're someplace different. Anything else, Spirit? The Chariot card just came out. The Chariot card, along with the Page of Swords. Baby, pick a direction. It's all you. It's all you, and it's all yours. Pick a direction, and it is all yours. And thank you for confirmation. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's okay to take a little bit of time, to do some research and to, look into those things and what it is. But baby, I'm pretty sure that this coven, this what you would like to do, is going to be your thing. It's going to be your end all, your end all, be all. And then with this Chariot card right here, it's just real different. The bottom right here, you can tell that they're together, but it has two heads. Okay. So what that tells me is you're going to be able to do all the things that you want to do under one umbrella. Okay. So do you have any other questions, my dear Nubiana? Give me a second. I'm gonna look and see. I wonder if that's it. Okay. I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I heard timeline. So I'm gonna see. I don't have my timeline cards with me, so I'm gonna see if Spirit will allow me to get a timeline for you. Spirit, give me a timeline in which she will see the beginnings of this, so she'll have some type of confirmation. Give me a timeline. Okay. I've got the Nine of Swords. Usually I go on Google and see, what the swords represent, what the wands and everything represents. But even with this, I'm looking and I'm hearing about 9 months. I know that doesn't sound, I don't know if that's going to be, if you put, okay, no, they're saying that there's some healing that you need to do, and there's some things that you need to close off first. But in doing so, you're going to get confirmation. But if you really lock in and you focus, you'll be able to see some true ground in about 9 months. And 9 months might seem like a long time, but I'm also seeing a building. I'm seeing a building. So I don't know if you're going to stumble upon some place that's, you know, like you have everything taken care of. Ooh, the collective reading said that there's going to be somebody that comes along that gives you that confirmation or has access to some type of resources that you may need. So you're going to have everything set up. You're going to have everything set up. And you're just going to be like, dang, all I need is a place. I have the lesson plan. I've already grown this online. I've already put in the work over here. I've already, you know, built my confidence. I've already exposed myself. I've already done all these different things. I just need a building. And I think if you lock in, who is this for? This is for Nubiana here. I already did a collective. I did a collective reading, but this this relates to the collective reading. But there's going to be somebody that comes in and truly comes in and helps you. Somebody who really cares about you. Somebody who just gives a damn, you know. And they're going to come in. They're going to help you they're going to help put that last puzzle piece together. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what I'm seeing. That 9-month mark is going to be the starting or the development or possibly the time frame in which you finally lay eyes on the building that you're going to be working out of. Of course, you know, all of this depends on your level of lock-in, healing, you know, all those types of things. But baby, the future looks bright. And I know you didn't ask for that, but Spirit told me to tell you that. So I did. So boom shakalaka. Your energy is yours, my dear, and I am retracting mine as well. Charged. And yes, I'm going to take care of that. Let me go ahead and cleanse my hands, and I will cleanse this. I'm so excited, as you should be, Queen. As you should be, cute. As you should be, Pooh. As you should be. All right, Miss Brittany, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Also, if you have any have a specific question, go ahead and put it down. If not, I will give you whatever Spirit has for you on this day. You're ready? Awesome. If you have a question, I'll give you a little bit of time to put it down below, or you can just let me know if you just want to know what Spirit has to say. No, just here to listen and learn. Okay, Pookie, well, we can just get this thing going. All right, let's see here. Okay, I was going to start with these, but I am being led to this deck for you. Sacred Destiny Oracle. Ooh. It just got a little chill and purity here at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing clearing. Like maybe you felt like it to me, it doesn't feel heavy. It just feels annoying, kind of uncomfortable. Like maybe there's been some inconveniences around your finances. It doesn't feel dark or anything like that, but it's just like Why it seem like something's, I don't want to say something's always happening either. It's not even that deep, but it's like little nitpicky things. Like, I don't know, maybe you found like an extra $2 out of your account or something. Like, yeah, like it just feels aggravating. Like it's like, dog, I thought I had $2 in my pocket. Now I don't have it today. What happened? You know, but it's not like a lot, but it just feels like something is leaking. Something is leaving. But like I said, I feel like there's a clearing coming for you. And the first card I got was fulfillment. Fulfillment. Now, what I like about this card is this is a peach. It is a fruit. When you think of a peach, I think of Georgia. I think of, fresh fruit. I'm a picky girl when it comes to my peaches. I don't like grocery store peaches. I like the ones fresh off the street. So it gives me the idea of that something fresh and new is coming. And you may not know that it's coming because you have the moon card right there. You may not know that it's coming because of the moon card. The moon often represents your subconscious. It represents your feminine energy. It can represent your spirituality and your connection to source. Ooh, that's too many. That's a lot. That's a lot. But the card that did flip over was protection. And I am going to have you been under a lot of stress and anxiety lately? Because I'm getting protect your crown, protect your head, protect your thoughts. Because the interesting part about both of these is that you have a tree and then you have the fruit. And the tree is representative of the mind. You see how it's almost shaped as a brain right there? And then you've got the lightning, which represents the thoughts and mentalities and the fruit that's being produced behind that. So it's like there may be a clearing of the mind that needs to happen. Maybe there needs to be a releasing of anxiety, trying to calm your mind a little bit better. Okay. I have this thing about, yes, because ever since I've been back in school, been coming my way, such as my daughter being picked on at school. Yes, like I said, it's just little nitpicky things coming at you. But it's definitely going to be a clearance. Okay. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here because I'm feeling the energy of anxiety, but I'm also feeling the energy of like it's not gonna be too much longer. And then so I told you about how the tree and the fruit represented each other. These right here both have birds on it. Diligence and embrace. You are getting ready to be set free mentally and spiritually for sure. And I'm going to redirect this back to finances because I'm glad this information is coming out, but I also, I want to focus. But this diligence card, what it tells me is there a balance. It's giving ebbs and flow. Like, you got this. Take your time. And I think that's why they're making me like, take your time and take the time. I'm crying because this was in my prayer last night. Embrace, keep going. Embrace kept coming up. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's coming. Do you see how free this bird is? And the air is usually representative of the mind. This bird is sailing. It's not flapping frantically. It is literally sailing in peace amongst the clouds, which tells me it's like all amongst the BS. You are going to rise above the things that were keeping you from having clear answers in your life or clear direction in your life. You know how airplanes fly above the turbulence. Sometimes this is the energy that I'm getting, and that's the energy that's coming in. And then, like you said, with the embracing card right here. So it doesn't have to be a fight, is what I'm hearing. It doesn't have to be a fight. What it is that you're going through is it's coming, and it's almost going to be cleared out on its own. Spirit, can you confirm that for me? I got 3 cards here. It's going to clear out on its own. Got openness here. Openness with the astrology, which kind of tells me that maybe a little bit of what you've got going on has something to do with the astrological placements. Right now, I've got pleasure. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. And then you got going forward. This is what life is going to look like for you going forward. I'm not saying that, nothing else will never happen or anything like that. But what I am saying is that what you're currently concerned about, the energies that you're currently concerned about, legitimately is you're going to find more pleasure in your life. With that anxiety, this is what they want to say too. With that anxiety that you have, make sure you're taking time out for yourself as well. Okay? Like, you're in school, baby. Look, I'm in school too. And it's no joke. School is no joke. I get tired and I want to drop out every other day. I'm not even going to lie to you. But the things that keep me solid or that keep me going is when I do little things for myself. When I wake up in the morning, I make sure that I have some hot tea and nobody bother me, just so I can clear my mind just a little bit. And I end my day just like that as well. I've been struggling ever since I started. Oh, you ain't got to tell me. Okay? Like, school will make your nerves bad. I don't care. People act like it can be the easiest thing, and school is just a game of what do they call it? Persevering, a game of diligence, a game of just getting it done, pushing through. And sometimes, if we're being real, that push through comes from a real deep place in some of us. School is not as easy for a lot of us sometimes, especially if you're a parent, especially when you have other things on your plate, especially when you have anxiety and bills and all these other different things. No, I get it. I get it. But I'm here to tell you that there is relief. There is relief. And I think a lot of that relief is going to come from you taking some time and doing the things that you truly enjoy. Okay? And it doesn't have to, cost money. What I like to do, I ain't gonna lie, I like to go to the place and spend $25 and let them paint my toes, because at least they're not crusty. You know what I'm saying? Just little things. Just little things. I like my hot tea. I usually wear press-ons, but I can't wear my press-ons now because I'm typing papers, So little things that make you feel special. Get yourself a book, get yourself, a new pair of earrings, whatever it is that makes you feel seen, that makes you feel cared for, that makes you feel loved. That is what you need to do, and that is going to help you float your way through school. Now, as far as your finances are concerned, I'm glad Spirit brought that up, but I'm seeing nothing but green in these cards. Love both of y'all. I'm about to go eat. Okay, Pookie, love you. Bye. I'm seeing nothing but green in these cards. I'm hearing lush. All right, Spirit, I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna see what's up. Oh, honey, this is it. It's changing for you. I've got blessings right here. I've got happiness. Again, a nod to me saying doing the things that you truly desire. Then there's potential, purification, and power. Okay. And what all of that tells me is that when you recenter yourself and you start to take care of yourself in the purest form, because self-love is the purest form of love. Okay, when you learn how to love yourself and treat yourself with the love and respect, and not saying that you don't have any self-love, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just reiterating that with all the stressful things that you have going on, remember, and you loving on your daughter, you're taking care of this and you're taking care of that. Just make sure you bring it back to self. Does that make sense? Like I said, I'm definitely not saying that you don't, but definitely remember to bring it back to center, because that's where you're going to find your joy. That's where you're going to find your purity. That's where all the potential to find balance and truly navigate this game called life that you're experiencing right now with everything that you've got going on is going to come into fruition. So it's coming. All of that stuff, like it's going to end up happening naturally, but I believe it's going to start with you. Yes, it does. I've been wanting a day with just me. I'm telling you. Let me see if Spirit has any recommendations, because sometimes I don't know if you end up being in a situation like me, because I don't know how old your daughter is, but I have a set of twins that are 8 years old, and I find myself in a position where I need time for myself, but anywhere I go, like I can't leave my kids at home to have a me day. It's either I find the time, while they're at school or, something like that in order to do. So I'm going to see if Spirit that's you. See, I'm just going to see if Spirit has any recommendations for you. Let's see here. Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, source of all that is. Divine guides, guardians, and ancestors of Brittany that wish to see her walk the highest path for her greatest good. Can you give me some insight on some things that she might be able to do to raise her vibration? Okay, so what they're saying is there's some things you actually have more options than you think you do. So you have the Four of Cups that came out first. So this particular Four of Cups card, the original Four of Cups card, shows that there's 3 cups in front of a person and they're looking at those options, but there's a hand coming off to the side with another option that the person is not seeing. So what that tells me is that you do have more options that you're learning, but this particular card here is that maybe you need to switch your perspective about something. Like, say for example, if you can give a list of the things that you can't do, take that same list and see how you can make it work. Like, I might not be able to do this, this, and this, but I might be able to tweak it and do it like this, and it'll fit in my schedule. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of what that's giving me right there. And then I've got the Ace of Pentacles right here, which tells me that maybe a new resource might be coming into you. It could be money, it could be resources, it could be new information, something like that. And then we've got the Oracle of Swords. The Oracle of Swords is representative of the Queen of Swords. So this also I'm hearing boundaries. There might be some things, people, places, and things that you feel obligated to, that you may have to withdraw from and be at a distance from at this time. It doesn't have to be forever. You don't have to, feel like you're neglecting anybody, any person, place, or thing, but it might be something that you just can't do at this time. And that's okay. And I'm hoping that this validates you, because again, what Spirit is saying right now is that when you choose yourself, not necessarily in a selfish way, but just when you choose yourself and you be honest with who you are. I've been stopping back since I've started school. Yes. So you're on the right track. See, that's what they were saying. They said whatever it is going to come naturally. So you doing the things that you already know to do is naturally going to produce a different result for you. You already got it. That was just confirmation. That was just confirmation. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else you needs to know? I'm hearing you're on the right track. You got this. Two of Pentacles. Okay, the Two of Pentacles can also be representative of 2 decisions, 2 things that you need to do, 2 things that you may need to, actually, I'm hearing balance. I'm hearing you're doing a good job. Balance. You're doing a good job. And what I will say is, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need to, because it's showing that you've got it under control here. You've got the balances, and you also have the resources. But 2 of Pentacles plus 1 Pentacle gives the 3 of Pentacles. Am I going to get this car? I've been praying for it. Give me 2 seconds on that. I'm gonna wrap this little part up. But long story short, the 3 of Pentacles also means like collaboration. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay. Now, which one do I want to do? I've got the Death card at the bottom of the deck, but that could also represent rebirth, transition, doing something different, having a new beginning. So let's see. All right. Spirit, am I going to get this card that she's been praying for? I'm hearing yes, but let's see. Spirit, is she going to get this card that she's been praying for? What does she need to know about this card that she's been praying for? I've got the Knight of Swords. There might be some information that you need to get, but the Knight of Swords, or you might be in a rush. Like you might want to slow down. Slow down. There might be something that you're not seeing. Like it's definitely possible and within your range, but you don't want to be reckless. Yes. I'm seeing the, let's see, I'm gonna be praying. And that I have a problem with, I'd be feeling I can do it on my own. Yeah. So I need to slow down. Yes. I got the Elder of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. So that represents, you know, being wise. Being wise with your finances. Is giving, don't rush, because you'll be able to get the car at a better price. That's what I'm getting. I heard yes. Before I even grabbed the cards, I heard yes. But it felt like something was off. So I'm thinking what it is, you probably can find the car for a better price somewhere else. So take your time. Take your time. Yes. That's what that is. Yes. Yes. Okay. 7 of Swords in reverse. When the 7 of Swords is upright, it represents something shady, like a shady deal going on or some manipulation going on. But when you have it in reverse, it can represent being strategic and things being revealed or a nasty plan not coming into fruition. So that is the decision on your car. You need to wait, because you might be able to get a better deal, or maybe you can cut a better deal later on down the line. Do you have any more questions? This park is getting ready to close because it's getting a little dark. The star at the bottom of the deck. Confirmation. Wishes fulfilled. Paisley, come over here so I can see you, baby. Okay, thank you. And that's it. Be safe. Thank you, Pookie Poo. And thank you for joining the live. I'm glad I was able to help you out. This is why I do it, for real. Thank you so much. And I thank you for participating. I really do appreciate it. You have a wonderful and safe night too. Mwah, mwah. Bye, Pookie.